Welcome back to Doug and the Commish, and we are here with our next matchup for Week 5, and we got the 3-1 Bees at Titletown, USA. So, here we go. Let's go with the quarterbacks. Tony Romo and against Kansas City. Jason Campbell against Carolina. Who do you got?
Tony Romo by default a little bit. He's got to start playing.
Mm-hmm.
But I also said Tennessee has to win.
You did.
And that didn't happen. But Tony Romo is supposed to be a franchise kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he blows right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if Tom is not managing his team right or if it's all on Romo, but one way or another, Romo's got to pick up the pace.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think this is the week that Romo actually does something. Kansas City gives up about 18 points
it's a good
to
week.
quarterbacks.
It's a good matchup.
But I will say this, Tony Romo after this week, maybe next week, is pretty much going to be void for the rest of the year. Jason Campbell against Carolina. Carolina, an okay matchup, but I don't trust Campbell as far as I can throw him.
I don't trust Zorn.
That's true.
He's just not getting it done.
Well, he's fighting for his job, so maybe that'll help Campbell. I don't know. Anyway, let's go to the running backs. Ronnie Brown, Maurice Jones-Drew. I know DJ is liking what Brown and MJD are doing for him.
Mm-hmm.
And both of them have okay matchups. The Jets matchup concerns me just a little bit for Ronnie Brown, but the fact that he's running the Wildcat, which works.
The Wildcat, for a football purist like myself, I would rather watch two-hand touch football on Sunday afternoon than watch that stupid bullcrap offense known as the Wildcat. It's heresy.
That's fine. It might be heresy, but the fact that it works and it keeps working, even the more and more
It's
you keep
stupid.
saying it doesn't work.
I hope Rex Ryan eats the Wildcat.
He could. He could eat the
I'm
Wildcat.
so freaking tired of the
Puts
Wildcat.
a little salt and pepper, a little barbecue sauce on it, and he will eat
I hope
the
he
Wildcat.
JS's that Wildcat offense.
So let's move on. Ronnie Brown, Maurice Jones-Drew. I like Maurice Jones-Drew's matchup
Hike it to the quarterback.
more than I like Ronnie Brown's. And we'll go to the other side. Killer Bees, I need you to focus. D'Angelo Williams and Steven Jackson, not necessarily the greatest of matchups. I don't know how much you really like either one, do you?
If Big Albert Ainsworth plays the way he's supposed to be playing, being a $100 million man, D'Angelo Williams should be rather quiet. And Steven Jackson, the Purple People Eaters, they're tough in there, man.
No kidding. And the fact that all they have to do is concentrate on Steven Jackson, they have no run. They have no air game, no passing game.
No, and if they did have a passing game, Jared Allen would take care of that on his own.
Yeah, he's pretty sweet.
Sweet.
Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and give the edge to USA slightly. And we'll go to the wide receivers.
Yep.
And let's start on the B side. Owens, Marshall, Ocho Cinco, also known as the Misfits.
Yep.
They're actually starting to put some stuff together. I've heard that you like Owens this week.
I do like Owens to come out of his shell, only because eventually he has to, and I'm banking on this being the day. Just a gut feeling.
Okay.
Just a gut feeling.
Brandon Marshall going against New England doesn't.
Great day. Great day for the Marshall last week.
Yeah.
Played a great game.
Yeah, really
great
did.
run.
Saw the hug with him and his coach. Maybe they got everything back together. I don't know. Chad Ochocinco against Baltimore. Surprisingly, and you were surprised about this, Baltimore gives up 232 yards a game to wide receivers.
Shocking.
So I expect something decent out of Ochocinco. Maybe they'll try to match him up well, and who knows. But I don't know. I think Ochocinco gets 12 maybe.
That'd be a good day for Ochocinco against Baltimore at Baltimore.
Let's go to the other side, and Anquan Bolden, Mike Wallace, and Patrick Creighton. Exactly.
Ooh.
Basically, he has a bunch of second-tier wide receivers. Let me go ahead and throw this out to you. His tight end, John Carlson, is getting more targets than any other player on USA's team. That's bad news when your tight end is getting more targets. That means you need help at wide receiver, which somebody, I guess, had offered him help, but DJ said, no thanks.
That's one of the rumors that the commish is hearing as well, that DJ is being stingy with some of his core players, even though he's starting Mike Wallace.
Mike Wallace. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But
he might as well pick up Gravelette Johnson.
Yes, which worked out for me. Nonetheless, let me ask you this as well while we're on his wide receivers. Why does he have Roy Williams and Patrick Creighton both from Dallas?
Oh, that's a good one. It's outside the box.
Oh, you love the outside the box with him.
DJ loves outside the box. Maybe he's thinking Roy Williams can't play because he's injured, or he went to Cowboy Stadium.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
And he played around on the field a little bit, so maybe that plays a small role.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't see how Titletown USA's wide receivers get more than 25 points total between all of them. You think maybe?
Bolden struggled all year, battling injuries, battling a contract, battling his offensive coordinator, battling old man Warner.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Wallace, I mean, I don't even know what to say about him. He just got in the NFL yesterday.
Yeah.
Patrick Creighton, he's a number 2.
Yeah.
Unless Williams doesn't play, then he's just a really bad number 1.
Mm-hmm. All right, and then tight ends, I like Chris Cooley. He always gets his catches. He's the man.
I'm going with Carlson just because of the targets.
Oh, okay.
I mean, targets alone, eventually he's got to get the ball.
Okay. Cowboys at Kansas City, 49ers at Atlanta. Atlanta doesn't give up a lot of points, and I know that 49ers are the sexy pick, but I'll be honest with you, when they only give up 2 points a game, 3 points a game, 49ers against a decent offense hasn't really done much.
No, and everyone's sexy.
Sorry.
Everyone is sexy against the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sexy against the Rams.
You heard it here first, folks. He's sexy against the Rams.
Come on now. I am pretty sexy against the Rams.
Correct.
The Niners are not playing the Rams this week. But also the Cowboys against the Chefs. We thought that the Giants were going to dominate the Chefs last week, and what happened was they dominated them for 3 quarters. Then Matt Castle got to play against the prevent defense and ruin the Giants' numbers.
Yep.
So I'm going to go with a push here, and it could go either way.
And the Cowboys are not the Giants' defense.
I'm afraid not.
Okay.
Afraid not.
All right, well, what do you think this game comes down to? Who do you have?
I have the Bees, and I have the Bees for one reason only, and that reason is Mr. Owens.
Mm-hmm.
And trust me, coming from the commish, I have complete knowledge in when wide receivers are going to lift up their teams like Bernard Berrien did. I'm going Terrell Owens with a big day to lift the Bees 81-60.
I also am going to go with the Killer Bees, and mainly because when I look at USA's wide receivers, it makes me want to barf. And so, therefore, I'm going to go ahead and pick the Bees. I think he'll be able to run away with this one. I think it'll be a little bit closer, and I think it'll be a little bit higher scoring than you got. But nonetheless, I'm going to go with the Killer Bees.
I like it. All right.
This is Doug in the commish. We'll be right back with our next matchup.